And y'all, this is meowmurai. Let's continue our game of the Crew Motorfest running on PC.
Welcome back to the main stage and the Motorfest Walk of Fame. It's the place to be if you really want to become a Motorfest legend. Each month is a chance for your name to be marked onto the stars. Here's the Motorfest legend of last month. This month, a new legend rises to the challenge. It's been a long and fun ride. Something to celebrate. Let's take a look back in the rearview mirror and then hit the acceleration. This month, the spirit of rivalry keeps us going.
Revisit the past seasons and get the Camaro ZL1. But I'd rather not.
I'm here to make
Let's see, I don't have enough for the dream cars. What would we want to play? I guess whatever has still some meter in it left. Goodness, where I did all these though. Okay, I definitely don't want to drive the F1 car.
Resuming progression on the playlist. You did it! You delivered our 3 cars and proved EVs can more than hold their own against the greatest gas guzzlers. Danny's ecstatic. Thanks for making this happen. think it's too early to call it a day? Yep, we actually have another surprise for you two.
Whoops. No. Come back.
With you. One extra spectacular race. 3 cars, hand-picked opponents, and multiple terrains. This show is far from over. Trust me when I say that there's still plenty of room for amazement when it comes to the EV Odyssey.
Okay. What the heck? Face is itchy all of a sudden. The Volkswagen ID buggy? What the heck? Oh, that's right. How come I didn't count this as a completion? I could have sworn I finished this race.
We're back. Did you know about this? my god, we're getting the Volkswagen ID buggy concept? That car isn't even in production. You're driving an actual concept car. I have no idea what's coming next, but it's off to a great start. Wow, whoa, you're not gonna... I mean, come on! Oh, man! My heart stopped beating for a moment.
Oh, switching up. Oh, hey, Homestar. Good morning.
With the Porsche Taycan? Perfect. I can't complain. My audience loves when I write about the Taycan. Among the street e-cars, it's kind of an obvious choice.
I'm trying to stay up. I feel like unusually tired. It's been a long day. Thankfully, this game doesn't require me to use my brain.
This is a three-phase race, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to earn enough money to buy the required dream cars so we can do the, which I think is the last playlist for season 1, which is the dream car playlist.
No
just a little short.
They are
And then we have to get into season 2 stuff, which I'm not committed to buying, especially with it being so close to all the other games that are getting season 2 updates.
This bizarre concept car was a glimpse of what the future of Lambo could be. A hyper Lamborghini, pushing the bull standards to the extreme. An electric monster. Pure and simple. Clear skies ahead. Perfect time to punch it. Straight away. That's your cue. Terzo Milenio. Allá vamos.
Oh, the rally game? You like it? Yeah, it's really good. What in the world? Oh my. Yeah, as soon as I finish this playlist, I'm going back to that rally game myself. Normally, I would try to avoid an EA game, but that's a really exceptional game. And I think that's Codemaster's last work. Because I don't think the studio is a thing anymore at EA.
We're back. Did you know about this?
You know, they still have Criterion, you know, for when they want to make a Need for Speed game here and there.
Oh my god, we're getting the Volkswagen ID buggy concept? That car isn't even in production. You're driving an actual concept car. I have no idea what's coming next, but it's off to a great start.
Yeah, I've yet to try the VR mode in that WRC 24 either. I mean to hook it up. I just got to figure out how the output's going to work out on the screen so that you can see it, and you're not just like looking at the random piece in the sky or something. Yeah, my understanding is that the last Need for Speed was actually pretty good. But, you know, I'm not 100% sold on that. I guess I should have bought it when there was the winter sale, but oh well. It'll go on sale again.
We're back with the Porsche Taycan? Perfect. Can't complain. My audience loves when I write about the Taycan. Among the street e-cars, it's kind of an obvious choice.
What's it called? High Stakes, I think? Need for Speed High Stakes? I don't know, the names all kind of blend together. Oh, Unbound, okay. Yeah, that's right. That one has like the little, like,
This is a
anime
race,
accents
right?
whenever you take air and stuff.
Motorfest picked up for the final heat.
Yeah, I heard that wasn't bad. Why? I don't know if it's good, but I heard it wasn't bad.
No way.
Still, I'm kind of up to my eyeballs in racing games at,
Giving us a
at this point.
Lamborghini Terzo Millenio?
Why did it spin out like that? I do not understand. Must be just the way the car's weight is distributed.
This bizarre concept car was a glimpse of what the future of Lambo could be. A hyper Lamborghini, pushing the bull standards to the extreme. An electric monster. Pure and simple.
And I have a Gran Turismo arriving in the mail, I think tomorrow or Saturday or something like that. So I'll start up a game of that too. Again, really more for the VR portion, but again, yeah, I just want to try it and see what's been different since I played it last. Yeah, I'd say the good thing about all those games is that it's variety. You know, they're not just the same games. They're all pretty different games.
Straight away. That's your cue. Terzo Millenio. Allá vamos. That was amazing. I freaking love EVs. You just proved that the lightning is here to stay.
Yeah, same with me. I picked it up on sale. Although I had to buy a disc. I couldn't find a good sale that was digital, which was really surprising. I thought for sure Sony would have sales for their first-party games. And they did, just not for that game.
The storm has passed.
Only on
but the
disc.
EV lightning strike will remain
And,
forever.
you know, it was half price.
Danny's headed back already. He couldn't wait to use all that data he gathered.
Which I don't mind. I don't mind having a disc around.
Back to business.
Don't really have that
Last
many
stop,
disc games.
a container. One of the star vehicles is waiting for you there.
Oh, is that right? Okay. I guess I missed it then. Well, that's okay. Like I said, I got the disc. I guess that's one of those games that actually has content on the disc. It's not just a download. So, you know, if I ever go to someplace without any internet... which I don't think I would normally go to any place without an internet and have my console with me. I just take my PlayStation to someplace without an internet for some strange reason.
Let's give the new playlist a spin. A new playlist just opened up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's mainly a concept car, I think, right? It's not. It's really like a show car. Let's see, do I have enough money for this? I had to buy the Egoista. What does it cost? $1 million? Look at this thing. It actually looks like it's right out of Tron. Or maybe Tron took this idea. I don't know. New Balance, 54K. All my money.
Playlist constraints removed. You can now experience it, driver.
Well, that's a good thing about these kind of games. You know, you can live out that fantasy. No way in the world I'm driving one of those things in real life.
Hypercars are probably the most impressive machines out there when it comes to showing the best.
And in this game, you know,
of
you
car
can
engineering and
abuse
new
these vehicles.
technologies. If you
Yeah,
truly
there's
want
no
to
real
capture
consequence.
glimpse of the future, it's another type of vehicle that wears the laurels: concept cars. Concept cars are experimental models meant to show the world what the future of a brand may look like. They are an incredible method that allows manufacturers
excuse me,
to
pardon me.
showcase their
Oops,
technological advances, creativity, and craft. Most concepts aren't meant for mass production.
Huh, this
Usually
car
only
drives
one or
surprisingly
few
well.
models are actually produced. Would it surprise you
Sometimes
to
these
know
future
that we have
cars,
some
they
of
just
the
drive like
fanciest
crap.
concept
They
cars
just go really
ever,
fast.
Right here at Motorfest. You're about to drive no less than 6 of them. As icing on the cake, we have a special
What's
guest
the
for this
dashboard look
tour.
like?
A famous dream car specialist, the social media celebrity who's taken the internet by storm. She's the girl with the cars.
Which one was
Supercar
dashboard?
Blondie.
No, I'm trying to
She's
remember.
unquestionably the expert for the job.
Oh, picking some corn. I have so many buttons on this thing? Not that one. Okay, dream cars. What's this about?
How amazing is What's up, guys? It's Supercar Blondie. I'm here to make you discover the rarest and most inconceivable cars on this planet. We're talking getting up close and personal. I'm joining the Motorfest adventure with one goal in mind. Gather the best concept cars ever made and put you in the driver's seat. Check this out, guys. Ready? For the first time, we are unleashing these dream cars and putting them to the test. And it's up to you to unlock their full potential. After all, this is no regular motor show. This is Motorfest. The future awaits. Are you ready?
I like how the manufacturer of Tesla cars causes a lot of pollution and byproduct waste.
Ready to give you a real taste of
It's
the
like, well, we got
future.
rid of the gas, but we had to dump a bunch of paint solvents into the water. Not sure if we really win out of that race. But I guess Hyundai is releasing some electric cars that use the supercharger ports. So all that infrastructure Tesla built, you know, other manufacturers are just going to start
We're on
building
our
ports
way
into
to
their
meet
machines.
Alex. She'll personally introduce the two best
like, thank you.
cars
I was like, thanks,
to
guys.
stay in touch as you're driving. All you got to do is pick one for our first event and get as much out of it as you can.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I wasn't expecting this thing to jump. Well, he's putting his manufacturing in Texas anyway, so, you know, what's still alive in the 120-degree weather there.
First episode, Concept Lamborghinis. Which of these two Super Bowls will you pick first? Egoista or Terzo Millennio?
Cactus. See, that's why he wants automation. It's not because he wants to get rid of jobs. It's just that nobody can survive the factory.
Supercar Blondie here in Hawaii at Motorfest, and I'm ready to introduce our very first two supercars.
It's always like one of those
I reckon
genius
if we're gonna do
ideas, too.
this,
It's like, how can I
we've
save
gotta
money
start
in my
big.
manufacturing?
Our first theme,
Well, why don't I just
concept
not
cars
pay
and
for
Lamborghini.
AC?
Right. You can choose.
Then all the
between
workers start
the
dying. It's like,
very
huh, man, we gotta pay for
rarely seen
robots.
Lamborghini Egoista, or the, I cannot believe this is real, Terzo
Yeah.
Millennio, and just feel what it's like to set them free in this world. You think you're ready? Let's go.
And then, you know, somewhere in his head, it's like, I wonder why all of my workers aren't having children. And when they are, they're born with like 7 heads. Huh.
Good choice.
Well, it must be a
Lamborghini
coincidence.
Egoista. All right, I got a few things to tell you about this car.
But, you know, for Elon, he would have been like, the 7 heads. It must be the inbreeding. It's Texas.
Where we're following one of the most promising drivers of the festival for some serious concept car action. Say hi to the driver, guys.
Like, I'm pretty sure that's not the inbreeding, my friend.
Ah, So this is how Motorfest does things. Well, we're gonna get along just fine. Alright, in this first event, the idea is to push the Lamborghini to really high speeds and reach each checkpoint on time. Which means going fast, maintaining that speed no matter what, and also not running out of time. Alright, as far
You know,
as
the
I
guy's
know,
down there,
this
it's like, it's not
first
inbreeding.
starts with a
That's my second
wide
cousin.
road with no sharp turns. So
like,
there's
dude,
no problem going all
come
around
on
the
now.
Lambo. But be careful, the road gets narrower just down the way.
It's like the family tree is just like a trunk, you know, no branches.
While you're driving, don't miss some of the cool designs on the track. Look at that gate, it looks so cool.
That's right. Yeah. She's not related. We just share the same last name. Uh-huh.
Ah, you see, it's super tight here. And at 300, this makes a huge difference. Check out the
Although maybe I
sound
shouldn't
bouncing
talk
off
because
that
at
car.
one point in
Doesn't it
time,
just give you the feels?
you know, my family was trying to, you know, they were worried about me not having a family because, you know, that's just the world of an Asian family. But you know, my dad was like, "Oh, hey, I do know a single girl. You know, her dad's like a real powerful lawyer out in Canada." And you know, I'm like not opposed to an arranged marriage. You know, I don't necessarily think those are bad things, but he was like, "Oh yeah, the lawyer's you know, really powerful. You know, he'll buy you a house and you know, he'll set you up, but she's your cousin." I'm like, "Yeah, no, we live far too up north for me to be marrying my cousin."
All right, there's the finish, guys. Enjoy these last few
Wasn't really
seconds.
sure what Dad was thinking there. Although cousins don't exactly work out the same as they do in Cambodia. They're not really cousins.
Lamborghini Egoista.
But still. I know I'm the only one of my siblings that doesn't have a kid. You know, I never got that far in any of my marriages.
The Italian bull never ceases to amaze. Catch your breath. Warm up is over. It's now time for a duel.
But you know, it just didn't work out. And you know, I'm such a picky bastard. You know, my younger years, you know, I was just such an asshole. Like I kind of look back at when I was, you know, in my 20s and 30s, and just like, yeah, I wouldn't have married me either. But now, like, you know, I just hit 50, and it's like, yeah, well, it may be a little late for me to have kids, even though I'm a better person than I was. Like, I'm a little bit more tolerable, but man, now I'm too old. Like, it took so long for me to grow up, you know?
We couldn't help but put these incredible cars up against each other. After all, these two units, straight from the Lamborghini Museum, don't want to just sit still.
Yeah, it's super weird because, like they always, like, people always wonder why the birth rate is so low for, like, generations of kids. You know, the further generations you get, the lower the birth rate. But that's because none of us have time. We have no time and money. And by the time we have time and money, you know, it's kind of too late to have kids. It's like if you had lots of time, like if I was making the money I was making now in my 20s, with the kind of free time I have now, I probably would have had a couple kids, you know. But you know, you got to play the rat race for so long before you can finally feel comfortable in life, where you're like, yeah, I could afford to have kids, and,
The best word to describe
you know,
this
raise a
car
family.
is visionary. Let me tell you about it. It was developed in collaboration with MIT. It's a look to the future of Lamborghini. It's all electric with a super capacitor. And get this, the body of the car is made
Yeah,
from
it's kind of a weird
special
idea to
materials
have
that
kids, but
generates its own
I'm
electricity.
sure we could adapt. You know,
And I
if it
always
ever
thought
happened,
it's
it'd be
gonna
like,
have a
oh, okay,
special
well, this isn't so
sonic
bad.
signature to replace the roar
I would just be
V12
like
engine
really
that
worried that
Lamborghini
they'd
is so well known for.
have the same kind of
Turns
upbringing that I had.
millennials get ready to step
You know?
into the future.
It's like that's why I wouldn't raise my kids in the same city that I was raised. I was like, no, I'd want them to have a different experience than I did.
Hey everyone, no time to rest. The Motorfest
Like, I don't know if
tradition
I'd
never
want
stop
to raise my
trying.
kids
And
in
you know
the
what
s-
they say, when
like
in
totally
Rome,
in the States.
we're talking egoista
Like, I'd
versus
kind of want to be
Terzo
sort of one of
Millennium
those
right here. It's happening.
a-hole dads that kind of moves their kids from like country to country. It's like you'll thank me later. Yeah, you won't have a lot of friends growing up, or at least ones that you can you'll know more for more than a couple years, but you'll grow up to be a better
We're
person.
filming all of this.
And trust me, I know.
Wow, that view. Isn't it awesome?
Stay in one place for too long, and then your mind kind of turns to mush, you know. You got to see different people. You got to do different things.
I've been told that that path is a little more technical. Give us a good show, but, you know, watch your turns. Keep your wits about you. Not to make you nervous, but these cars must not, under any circumstance, end up in a ditch. They're worth millions of dollars. I just gotta remind you guys that this race is
Or else, you know, you end up on like
These
Reddit
two incredible
arguing over
cars
like the
going
dumbest
head to
things in the
head.
world.
We've gotta go for it.
You know, because somebody had like a different opinion than you, and this shattered your worldview. You know, you go on like page-long rants about how they changed the special effects in Star Trek. You know, I'm like, oh my god, what happened to you, little man?
It's kind of rough.
You know, you might spend months arguing with somebody about the 5th edition rule set in D&D. That's a person who has never done anything, and needs to kind of broaden their horizons a little bit. Not that I like the changes, mind you, but still.
You can wipe your brow because we're finally out of these curves. Now's a good time to throw down that foot.
I know, my kids would end up messed up. I have like no confidence in making normal kids.
Lamborghini Terzo Millenio, #1.
I know, for a bunch of people who just write stuff down with like physical pencils and pens and roll dice, they like have no fun in them. Like D&D or Warhammer is such serious business. If you get into Warhammer too, it's kind of like the same deal. I used to know a guy who built the landscapes and paint all the figures.
Your dream car's experience moves forward with our second theme.
I mean, to him, video games were creating those Warhammer battlefields. He'd have like a bunch of different terrain. He had like 2 rooms in his house dedicated to it. I'm just like, yeah, do you ever play this game? This is like way too much work. You know, he was a cool enough person. Maybe not somebody that you know, hang out with in the bar with or anything like that.
I know. Pretty much every Bugatti model to date already looks incredibly advanced. So how much further can they go? Well, Alex has selected 2 cars that will give you a definite answer to that question. 2 Bugattis that push the manufacturer's boundaries to new horizons. The Bugatti Veyron and La Voiture Noire. We're here. Time for you to choose between the 2 most avant-garde Bugattis ever made. Careful out there. Don't forget, these cars are priceless.
Dream Bugatti? What the heck is this?
What's up, guys? The show continues, and we're not slowing down. Another dream manufacturer has lent us 2 unbelievable concept cars.
Oh boy, what an unusual
Elegant,
vehicle.
impressive, and elusive. We're talking about the Bugatti Veyron Barchetta and the one and only Bugatti La Voiture Noire. Which car are you going to pick? One of the toughest decisions for sure. This is Dream Cars Part 2. Choose, drive.
I gotta say, I'm glad I never got like a young nickname like that, you know. Oh, it's a supercar Blondie. But then when you're like 50, I don't want anybody to call me Blondie. It's like, yeah. You need to call me ma'am. Or sir. Spaghetti. I know, it does sound like something that you eat. Bugatti.
Hey guys, we're back for a new round, and it's all about Bugattis this time.
Or
Two
possibly like a swear
exclusive
word.
hypercar concepts. And if you're anything like me, you're gonna love this.
You know, it's like something that like Mario would say that they had to edit out of the video. You know, Bowser knocks him off the platform. Like, Bugatti! So, shh, 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 shh. Mario, don't use that kind of language. Oh, hi, Masari.
In and out of the city in just seconds.
Wow, okay, wow. Holy crap, that turn came fast.
Please. You know, not all concept cars have finished interiors, but the cars we've chosen really do, and you've got to see them. My tip would be to switch to the cockpit view to take a closer look. This is your chance to admire the incredibly futuristic interior as well. Don't get too distracted, of course. You still got to stay on the road.
I gotta say, the scenery really is nice in this game. I mean, I do wish it didn't, you know, it wasn't so arcadey, but, man, it's a good-looking game. And I wish it didn't lock at 60 frames, too. I wish I could bring it up to 120, but, you know, c'est la vie. It's part of their anti-cheat system.
Too intense here, just pull back slightly. a few more checkpoints. We gotta keep up the pace.
It drives surprisingly well. I think this might be the best driving Bugatti I've ever played in a game. Like, it kind of drives exactly how I expect it to drive. You know, when going, 200 or 350 miles an hour, or kilometers an hour.
The Bugatti Veyron, a masterpiece to this day.
But again, I drive a pickup truck, so if it's not the kind of car I can, go to Costco with and, like, buy a TV, then it's a useless car. It's like, can I transport a TV in it? Well, then why am I buying it?
Congratulations, driver. On to the next one.
It's like, what good is it if it goes fast if I can't,
Well, guess what? That's our next headline. Do you think you're up to
if I
the
can't
job?
haul handmade furniture? Yeah, no good. It's like, yeah, I got there faster, but I don't have anything in my trunk. Yeah, I want to buy an Amish coffee table. Can I fit it in a Lamborghini? Whatever. Spent $1.7 million and I can't even, I can't even buy a bed. Barchetta, or the White Nor. What? It's the Freshetta? I thought that was pizza. What am I doing driving around with pizza?
Bugatti La Voiture Noire, the one and only. Great choice.
What's up, guys? It's Supercar Blondie here with you in Hawaii, and you're about to drive the stunning Bugatti La Voiture Noire. This is a car with a $20 million price tag. Only one car was ever made, and the name literally translates to the black car, but it sounds way better in French. This car is inspired by one of the rarest Bugattis, the Type 57 SC Atlantic, the last all-black Atlantic that was ever made, and it's been missing
I
since
think
World
so,
War II.
yeah.
Now,
I think she has some sort of YouTube show.
Is back. Are you ready to get behind the wheel? Let's go.
Hey guys, did you like our previous run? Then you're in for a treat. Same deal. After showing off, time for a proper face-off Motorfest
Oh,
style.
well, this guy's kicking my ass, damn. Maybe I picked the wrong car.
These cars are both able to reach insane speeds.
I like the color scheme to this car. It definitely has a slick look to it. It drives like a sports car. I mean, you know,
Our driver is first.
kind of hard to turn. Which again, you know, if I'm spending like
Second lap,
1.5
2 more
or
to go.
$2.7 million in a car, I would expect it to be able to turn.
The Veyron and La Voiture Noire. These cars are at the pinnacle of luxury, and yet they're also defined by their incredible power.
Maybe I just don't have that that hot taste in exotic vehicles. I don't appreciate the fact that they can only go straight. Guess I'm more of a hamburger person.
Third lap, guys. These two Bugattis aren't done yet. Are you guys enjoying the show?
Ooh, glad I had that coffee. Starting to feel more alive. I was running out of steam there for a minute. Then I'm just gonna go to the gym and be tired once again. Ugh. Had to itch. And then start it all over again next week. That's my life. Video games in the gym. And then working all hours of the night. I guess that's what being an adult is.
Use the car's full potential. Unleash it. No regrets. Go for it, driver.
Ah, sounds kind of like a teenager.
The La Voiture Noire once again shows why it's the most expensive car ever
Then I'll
made.
just throw my life in disarray next year when I move to Seoul. Getting too bored in America.
After the Bugatti showdown, we're staying in France. But this time with two 100% French iconic manufacturers.
Though thankfully that coup attempt, you know, lasted a
When
whole,
it comes to
what,
design,
6
one
hours?
country brings some serious out-of-the-box thinking to the mix.
And don't mess with the Koreans, man. Try to take away their rights. They will fight you.
The cars Blondie is about to bring on stage this time are as gorgeous as they're unconventional.
I had that viral video of that one of the Congress members. I can't remember her name, but you know, one of the soldiers was pointing a gun at her, and she was just like slapping it away. Don't you feel ashamed of yourself? I said, man, that's a tough lady. Like in the middle of martial law, and she's just like, hell no, don't point that at me. I mean, she probably knew his mom. He's probably gonna hear about it, that poor soldier, when he gets home.
Choose your car, live the dream. and
Mom's gonna give him an
process.
earful. Can't believe you pointed a gun at that lady. We've known her for 20 years. Yeah, she helped change your diaper.
What's up, guys? it's time to move to the third and final part of our Dream Cars tour. And we got two great surprises coming straight from France. These are some of the most gorgeous and unconventional concept cars I have ever seen. There is no question about it. Are you ready? All right, we've got what I call the most beautiful car in the world, the Renault Trésor, and the super fierce Citroën GT. No matter which one you choose first, you're in for some serious fun. This is French Dreams. Let's go.
French supercar? The Renault or the Citroën? Let's go with the newer model.
Going for the Renault Trésor? Don't you agree? It's one of the most beautiful.
Oh, let's pick the newer
cars
model.
ever made.
That's what every married man says.
What's up, guys? We're about to head into the third part of this experience, and our driver's done a killer job so far. We've seen how iconic supercar manufacturers can go beyond our wildest dreams with their designs, with concepts like La Voiture Noire and Egoista.
Oh, jeez.
Now,
Okay.
let's see what
Okay,
happens
this
when we
thing
let
is
the
interesting.
creative minds coming from more conventional manufacturers roam free. And as you can see, the answer is nothing short of incredible. The difference here is even more obvious, as we all know Renault and Citroën are usually focused on delivering everyday practical cars, which these definitely aren't. Take a look at them! It's like we've jumped years into the future. The widest boulevards of Honolulu have been cleared just for the driver. What does it feel like from inside the
I think
car?
probably a problem with a car like this is that, well, maybe it's good and bad, right? It's like there's only so much room in the cockpit, so you kind of have to stay in a certain shape. That might be difficult for
Driver's
me.
entering the freeway, which means we're almost there. Hold
You're
on.
not allowed to lose any weight if you own this car. Oh, jeez.
This was the
Forget
Renault
it.
Trésor, everyone. One of my favorite looking cars in the world.
They actually drove really well. I'm super surprised.
You guessed it. The last face-up of this playlist starts now. The Renault Trésor faces the GT by Citroën. This duel is going to be incroyable.
The GT or the Renault? I mean, I was pretty happy with this car.
Renault Trésor it is. The beauty with the honeycomb hood.
Alrighty, you're about to drive one of the most beautiful cars in the world, the Renault Trésor. More of a spaceship person, alright, I like it. This car has some of the coolest design features I've ever seen. Let me take you through some of them. Get this, it has a honeycomb-shaped air intake on the bonnet that actually opens and closes. Tail lights that are made of special material that actually contract when braking. So cool, never seen that before. And a canopy that opens to reveal this bright red interior. All right, can't wait to see this in action. No pressure, driver. All right, you ready? Here comes the duel. Good luck.
Does it only come with a bright red interior? Might be one of these kind of cars that like handmade. Like only one or two exist.
What's up, guys? The Supercar Blondie channel is back online for a race between two cars that are just out of this world. The outstanding Citra GT versus my personal crush, the Renault Trésor. And icing on the cake, the weather here couldn't be more beautiful. Cool tower. Does anyone know what it's called?
Oh boy. Okay, very light vehicle, obviously. A little tap sends it flying.
Here we are, cruising down the legendary Waikiki beach at speeds that'll rip through you. What a view! The city is all ours. Do not slow down. We're going straight through that building. Not many turns in the upcoming stretch of road, driver. Go for it.
Really, this car makes it, I mean, it makes it feel like you're playing Outrun.
Time for our French sci-fi duel, starting with full power on this strip of Hawaiian freeway. Renault Trésor gets first position. Do not try and overtake that car, or she'll see red.
Any car fan in the world would love to be in your shoes right now. I mean, so far, you drove the most incredible concept cars there are. You witnessed what comes out of the greatest car manufacturers' minds when they let their creativity run wild. And you got to exploit these speedsters' full potential, which to this day is something only a few people on Earth have had the chance to do.
Whoop. Okay, wow. It can catch some air, that's for sure. Probably not something you'd ever want to do with your, you know, $2.7 million vehicle.
Now, you've noticed that Motorfest likes to finish their playlist strong, haven't you? So there's probably a little voice in your head telling you that something even bigger is to be expected for the final events.
Oh, okay, no, don't follow that line. That line leads you to nowhere. I don't know why that line gets broken all the time. Minimap.
Well, that little voice is right. Supercar Blondie is waiting for you up north next to Mokuleya Park. She's gathered all the concept cars you drove today for one unconceivable race. Considering that these cars will be your opponents, Alex got you one last incredible vehicle to race with them. We weren't sure we'd get it on time, and Alex clearly had to pull a few strings. But it is here, waiting for you. The Mercedes EQ Silver Arrow.
Interesting how it drifts too. Mercedes-Benz Vision EQ Silver Arrow. What is with that? Like, there's so many things in the name.
Welcome back, guys. All right, now it's time for you to race all of the cars in the playlist at the same time. Your car and the final car to be introduced into the Dream Cars lineup is the Mercedes Vision EQ Silver Arrow. This is a beautiful, sleek, all-electric car with room just for you. It has this intense paintwork that gives off the feel of liquid metal. And when you step inside, it features a panoramic screen to help you navigate. A car that was made for this very race. So I'm not going to say any more. You just need to jump in behind the wheel and see for yourself. This is Supercar Festival. Let's do this.
It seems like my head is so giant. It's like I got like the biggest head in the world. You know, it's like I'm driving a go-kart.
The last event of the Dream Experience. Everything has led to this moment. We're going all the way south of the island, so this is going to be a long and tough race. Expect some serious ups and downs on this path.
It's pretty damn cool, actually. Again, not really a tight corner machine. You have to slow way down to get a corner out of this thing.
Going down now. Watch for the curves.
Ugh. Was doing okay there for a minute. Of course, then I hit the wall. Yeah, tomorrow, First Descendant Season 2 starts. Gotta get my time in.
This is a showdown to behold. Even for me, this race is a
See what
big
kind of
first.
ridiculous thing,
Stay tuned, everyone.
what
It's
kind of ridiculous
raining
grind you have to
supercar
get to get
concepts
the new
here.
characters. Well, I'll just spend money and buy them, because, you know, I have a limited amount of time. And then somehow I'll convince myself buying the schoolgirl outfit is worth it. Oh, it says limited time. Ah, I gotta buy it now. And then I'll just, like, never wear the outfit.
The volcano just appeared in the distance, which means we're about halfway through. All right, what does our driver have to say about the Silver Arrow? We've moved heaven and earth to get you this car, but it was totally worth it. Just look at this thing. Tell me this is not the most futuristic car you've ever seen, or better yet, driven. The Mercedes EQ Silver Arrow is 100% electric and was made as a tribute to the previous Silver Arrows.
Oh, these
including
straightaways just
the
make me
famous
more worried.
1938
Like this
speed
game is not
record
about
breaker,
straightaways.
The Mercedes Rekordwagen.
I'm paranoid. Sudden turn is coming up.
Before I go, I'd love to explore that special Motorfest car meet and see some custom shows. That's something I always love to do when I get the opportunity. We're almost there. We'll soon know the winner. Will Mercedes keep its speed record?
Oop.
Come on, driver, push that Silver Arrow. She can take it. Silver Arrow, unchained.
Yeah, it's actually kind of an intense race, even though it wasn't like a ton of turns.
Make sure to get your vehicle reward, driver. This was the Dreamcast playlist, presented by Supercar Blondie. This partnership went way beyond our expectations. A total success. And Alex is so much fun. Like in all other playlists, challenges are available, so you can enjoy the world of concept cars some more. And the best part is, you now have your own dream car waiting for you at the container. You drove it in your final performance. You brought the best in it during a race that will remain in everyone's memory. And now it's yours. The Mercedes EQ Silver Arrow.
Ooh, I didn't run into the fencing for once. May finally be getting the hang of this game. Only took, what, 40 hours? Oh, okay, so they give you this vehicle. It's a pretty nice car. Wouldn't go off-roading with it, but outside of that, it's really nice.
A new playlist means new adventures, driver. How about giving a brand...
Yeah, I think we did everything in Season 1. I think that's it. Some of these don't show that I completed the course, though, so I may have to do a little driving out with some of the vehicles that I got. But
to go.
yeah, that was it. That was some good times. I mean, this, this delivers the kind of times I think most people would like. It's a very simplified driving model. You go really fast, you get to see lots of cool locations. There's a large variety of cars.
I'm talking to all you hot shots at the festival. Hey, Chief, you want a coffee? Not now, damn it.
And overall, I still had a good time. So why don't we stop it there? This is meowmurai. You've been watching the Crew Motorfest running on PC. Like I said, it's a good game. Definitely check it out if it's on sale. I think it's worth it. I don't know about the full price. I mean, you do get a lot of game for the full price. So if you do want to buy it, I don't think it's like a waste of money or anything. And Year 2 is now out, so you can place a bunch of Year 2 content. Yeah, check it out. And I think this is it for this. Until something else comes along, we'll find another racing game, or we'll play more of a TDU, since that is also in Season 2. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.